Have you ever felt the sting of being ignored by your romantic partner? That unsettling silence can leave you confused, hurt, and even questioning your self-worth. But here's the truth. Being ignored doesn't have to break you. In fact, it can be an opportunity to build strength, clarity, and emotional balance. In today's video, we'll dive into 5 powerful things you can do when your partner ignores you. These steps aren't about chasing attention. They're about regaining your inner power, protecting your peace, and responding with wisdom instead of impulse. Stick with me until the end, because step 5 is the real game changer that many people overlook. The first thing to do is simple, yet often skipped. Acknowledge how you feel. Being ignored can trigger feelings of rejection, abandonment, or even anger. Instead of pushing those emotions away, pause and sit with them. Ask yourself, am I feeling ignored, or am I interpreting their silence through my own fears? Sometimes we project past wounds onto the present. Practical tip: write down what you're feeling. Journaling can give clarity and prevent you from sending that emotional text you might regret later. When your partner ignores you, the natural reaction might be to chase, text repeatedly, or demand answers. But here's the mindful shift. Space can be healing. Instead of rushing to fix the silence, give both yourself and your partner breathing room. This doesn't mean accepting neglect forever. It means choosing not to act out of desperation. Practical tip: focus on something that nourishes you. Go for a mindful walk, meditate, or spend time with supportive friends. The silence doesn't have to be empty. It can be filled with your self-care. The third step is about communication. When the time feels right, express how their silence affects you, but do it without blame. Instead of saying, "Why are you ignoring me? You never care." Try, "I feel hurt when I don't hear from you. I value open communication and I'd like us to talk about it." Notice the difference? One invites defense, the other invites dialogue. Practical tip: use "I feel" statements instead of accusations. This keeps the conversation grounded in your experience rather than turning into an argument. Here's the part many people avoid: boundaries. If your partner repeatedly ignores you without explanation, that's a sign of emotional neglect. You deserve respect, consistency, and clarity. Ask yourself, what behavior am I willing to accept? What crosses my line? Boundaries aren't ultimatums. They're standards for how you allow yourself to be treated. By setting them, you teach others how to engage with you. Practical tip: if silence becomes a pattern, calmly express, "I respect your need for space, but I also need communication in this relationship. If that's not possible, I'll have to reconsider what I want here." Finally, the most transformative step: redirecting your energy. Instead of pouring all your emotional fuel into waiting for their response, invest in yourself. Take that energy and put it into learning, creating, exercising, or building connections outside the relationship. When you shift the focus, you reclaim your power. Practical tip: make a self-respect list. 5 activities or affirmations that remind you of your worth whenever you feel ignored. Being ignored by your partner is painful, but it doesn't define your worth. Remember these 5 steps. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. 2. Give space without guilt. 3. Communicate calmly. 4. Strengthen your boundaries. 5. Redirect your energy to yourself. When you practice these, you're not just reacting, you're responding with strength, mindfulness, and self-respect. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need these reminders today. And let me know in the comments, How do you usually respond when you feel ignored? Let's build a mindful community together.